Hello everyone! Today I'm talking about the 4 stages of being a Dead by Daylight survivor. Every Dead by Daylight survivor starts the same way. Confused, scared, running without direction. But over time, something changes. You don't just get better at a game, you change the way you experience it entirely. And in most cases, every survivor goes through at least 3 distinct stages. Some never leave the first one, some get stuck in the second, some completely burn out in the third one, and some of them finally reaches the last one. At the beginning, Dead by Daylight doesn't feel like a horror game. It feels like actual fear. You don't understand chase mechanics. You don't know map structure. You don't even know when you are supposed to run. So you do the only thing that feels safe. You hide. Behind rocks, in lockers, in corners of the map doing absolutely nothing. Hoping the killer just doesn't find you. And when you do get found, you panic. You run in circles, you drop pallets instantly, you make decisions that don't make sense. And the worst part is, you think you are helping your team, but you are actually slowing everything down. Pressure builds up, and eventually the matches collapses. But at this stage, you don't understand why. You just think, man, this game is impossible. You stop being purely afraid. You start learning. You understand what a loop is. You learn how killers mind game. You realize pallets are not just panic buttons, they are resources. And suddenly the game changes. You are no longer hiding. You are running the killer, you're extending chases, you are actually contributing to the match. And this stage feels amazing because for the first time you feel in control. You land your first good loop and think, okay, I get this now. You start chasing improvement instead of survival. But there's a trap in here too. Because confidence in DBD is dangerous. You start greedier chases, you stay in bad tiles for too long, you try to outplay instead of just leaving. And that's when the game teaches you the next lesson. This is where survivors split in 2 types. And both are reactions to the same thing. Exhaustion. Because once you understand the game deeply enough, you realize something uncomfortable. Dead by Daylight is not casual at high awareness. Every match demands focus. Every chase requires decision making. Every mistake can cost the entire game. So survivors go one of 2 ways. Some players double down. They optimize everything. Perfect perk builds, efficient pathing, maximum pressure awareness. They stop playing casually. Every match becomes a performance. They are not just surviving anymore. They are competing, and while they improve a lot, the game stops being fun in traditional sense. It becomes work. And then there's the other path, the burnout path. These players stop caring about optimization. They stop sweating loops, they stop trying to win every chase. Sometimes they even give up mid-match mentally. Not because they are bad, but because they've seen too much of what game really is. The frustration, the tunnel game, the random unfair moments, the grind of repetition. So they just detach. They still play, but differently. More relaxed, more chaotic, more for moments than results. But at some point, something changes again, but this time it's not improvement, it's detachment. This is stage 4, the veteran survivor, and it looks very different from stage 2, confidence, or stage 3, burnout, because here nothing really surprises you anymore. You've seen it all: tunneling, camping, perfect killers, bad teammates, 3-gen stalemates, last second hatch escape. It all becomes familiar. You stop reacting emotionally to matches. If you get tunneled instantly, you already expected it. If your teammates throw, you're not surprised. If you escape in a ridiculous clutch, you just laugh. Because DBD stops being a stress experience and becomes a pattern you recognize instantly. At this stage, you don't panic anymore. Not because you're immune to pressure, but because you understand it too well. You can see how the match will probably go in the first 2 minutes. You know when killer is committed to tunneling, you know when a match is already lost, you know when your team is actually in a winning position. And because of that, you stop overreacting. You stop forcing plays that don't matter. You stop caring about every single hook stage like it's the end of the world. There is a weird calm that comes with this stage. You still play seriously, but not emotionally. You don't chase wins the same way anymore. You don't tilt easily. You don't get shocked by killer behavior. you don't expect fairness, you just expect DBD to be DBD. And sometimes that makes the game even more fun again, because now the chaos is predictable chaos. But stage 4 isn't perfect, because once you understand everything, something else happens. The magic of uncertainty fades. You already know what's coming, and that can make matches feel repetitive. You are no longer discovering the game. You're just experiencing variations of things you already seen hundreds of times. So, in the end, every Dead by Daylight survivor goes through a transformation. Stage 1, fear and confusion. Stage 2, learning and confidence. Stage 3, either sweat or burnout. Stage 4, acceptance and detachment. What's interesting about Dead by Daylight is that no one really skips these stages. Everyone starts scared, everyone learns loops, and everyone eventually hits that wall where they decide, do I try harder or do I stop caring so much? And neither path is wrong. They are just reactions to the same game. A game that constantly pushes you between frustration, improvement, and exhaustion. Dead by Daylight doesn't just teach you mechanics, it changes your mindset. From fear to confidence to either intensity or burnout. And maybe that's why people stick with it for so long. Because no matter which stage you are in, there's always a moment that pulls you back in. One good chase, one clean escape, one clutch play, and suddenly you're queuing again. Thank you guys for watching till the end. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, press the like button and subscribe. Hopefully see you in the next video. Bye.